What's up, mates? My name's Miles.
Remember, it's g'day, mates.
Okay. G'day, mates. My name's Miles.
My name is Fez.
And this is The Commodity, and today we're reacting to what is Christmas like in Australia. Australia.
Yeah,
Was that good?
that was pretty good.
Tell me what you think in the comments. Guys, this video
I
is...
would give it a 6 out of 10.
Okay. Rate me in the bottom. This video was recommended to us by Blossom Bird Blue. Thank you so much. If I'm not mistaken, this is your first recommendation.
Thank you.
So thank you very much.
We're going to get canceled.
I'm excited to check this out. We did a Christmas in the Philippines last time. No, we did Halloween in Australia. Have we done a Christmas?
I don't think we, because we really started in February, so we haven't.
Oh,
we did do a Filipino Christmas video.
Did we?
We totally did.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! No, we did it because they start Christmas like right after Halloween or something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know if we really. I don't know if we really got into it.
People
but
have already clicked off of this video. They're like,
these losers. No, but I don't know if we really got into the actual Christmas side of it.
Right.
But it was like people were like, "This is when Christmas starts."
Right. Guys, before we hop into this video, if you would, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. It truly helps us out in getting this out to more people. Also, if you would, go ahead and click the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. That way you guys can stay informed on our future videos. And if you'd like an exclusive YouTube short shout out, click the join button down below. Let's check out Christmas in Australia.
Let's do it.
In Australia.
Hello YouTube, Candice Mole here with some Australian information for you today.
She said it like super white. Australian.
Welcome to Australia.
So now I'm super lost.
She might be American.
Because we've been told it's Australia. And she just said Australian.
Here, start it over.
Today I'm going here with some Australian information for you today. Today I am going to answer the question that I get asked all the time, which is, what is Christmas like in Australia?
Australia.
She says it different than anybody else. Australia.
Australia.
Like she doesn't say Australia. She's like Australia.
Well, she says Australia.
Like just dropping the A.
Yeah.
This accent is complicated.
I get asked this question countless times because I live in the United States, and so today I'm going to give you 10 facts about an Australian Christmas. Before I get started, I do need to ask you, have you subscribed to this channel? If you have, welcome back. Thank you very much for subscribing and for watching my videos. I hope that you like them and find them helpful. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider hitting the subscribe button.
So, yes, click the subscribe button if you guys want to check our channel out.
We've literally haven't even gotten 1 minute into this video.
I know, I'm so sorry, guys. I just wanted to make a comment that when we started our YouTube channel, we had a small fireplace. It was a fake fireplace that sat in the middle in between us.
Yes.
And that was like the biggest hit.
Yeah, we might need to reinvest.
People loved our fireplace. Like, they would always comment on our fireplace. And now that I see hers, I'm like, we might need to reinvest. We need another fireplace.
Yeah. It helps me out because it helps more people to see my videos, and it helps you out because you can see whenever I put out a new video with Australian info or Australian accent tips. So it's a win-win. All right, let's get right on into it. 10 facts about an Australian Christmas. Number 1,
She's very pretty.
The most important thing that you need to know about an Australian Christmas is that it is hot. Australia is in the southern hemisphere, putting it right at the bottom of the map. So that means that when the top of the map has cold weather, the bottom of the map has warm weather. So Christmas actually falls right in the middle of an Australian summer. And actually Christmas Day is very close to the longest day of the year, because you know summer days are longer. So it'll get light, well, I don't know, 5 a.m. maybe.
Wow.
And it'll get dark usually at about 9-ish. depending on which part of the country.
Because they don't have
you're in.
daylight savings either.
Hot
Right.
weather at Christmas time. What this means, bringing us to number 2 on this list, is that Christmas actually coincides with school summer holidays. So the summer
Sucks for
holidays,
y'all.
much like in other countries, the summer break or the summer vacation is the longest vacation. It's in between the end of one school year and the beginning of another school year. So for Australian schools, that means that school lets out about a week before Christmas, and then the kids are on holidays for around about 6 weeks, depending on the school. They will usually go.
So that's only a month. And
So I don't think they take as long of a dang, I just gleeked.
because ours is usually like 2.5 months, right?
Yeah, like it's halfway through May, and then usually you get
The middle of August.
June, July, and then middle of August. Some schools are a little early in August, some are a little late in August, and same for May. But then we also get almost a full month off of school for Christmas. Because it's Christmas.
They let out around the 18th of December, and they come back around the 4th or 5th of January.
Yeah, so you can have the New Year's. So
Go
that's a
back
good
to school
link.
around
Yeah.
about the first week of February. So
why we're
how
so
this
stupid.
affects Christmas is that you go on holidays, you've got about a week of mad Christmas preparation with your family. Then you have Christmas Day, get your presents, and you have all summer holidays to play with them. This was one of the best things
It's kind of cool, though.
about growing up as a kid in Australia. Very fun to play with your toys for the whole summer holiday. Number 3.
That sounds so weird, though. I get my Christmas presents, and I get to play with them all summer.
So where does she live? If she's in America, in the United States, however you want to put it, and she's got a wall AC like that looks like a hotel level AC, doesn't it?
My brother had one of those in a farmhouse style, one of those, those newer type of homes they're building with the tin. It looks like a barn.
Oh, barn homes, yeah.
Barn dominium or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had, those are the type of air conditioners that they use in a lot of those.
Kind of curious now.
Yeah.
Because that's still, even, like, as a general statement, that means that they don't have central air. So I'm guessing they're like Colorado, somewhere where they were just like, we need to add something when it is warmer
Could be
outside.
Hawaii.
They don't have central air in Hawaii.
Most of them don't have air conditioning at all.
It's
Yeah.
like perfect weather year round. So the Northeast or the colder parts of Midwest.
Yeah.
Written down decorations, but there's a few things within this topic. Obviously, as far as movies and things are concerned and the way that other parts of the world might celebrate, a lot of the decorations revolve around snow. We still do all of those things. All of the decorations that are traditional Christmas decorations in other countries,
You get what you're
Australia
saying?
will still do the same things.
Like they
We'll
still
put up
do
a
the
Christmas
snow and
tree.
stuff.
Yeah, even though it's like in the
They've
middle of the
never,
summer.
and they've never probably seen snow.
Well,
if they live
there's
in
good portions of Australia that has
Does
snow.
it snow in Australia?
Yeah, and certain parts of it, yeah.
No.
They've literally told us that. Some parts are extremely hot all the time. Some are cold. Some get snow. They've literally told us that in our comments.
I had no idea.
However, it's kind of awesome that it's in the smack dab of the summer.
And they're putting out, like, fake snow.
Like, I love that.
Like
That's
the
dope.
cotton
It's
stuff.
like Texas. Like, we've had Christmases here where it's freezing cold and it's snowing in Texas.
It's usually
But it's the
perfect outside
opposite.
for Christmas, and then around February, at least this year,
like
it was devastatingly cold.
yeah, like I mean, it just like people
It destroyed
died.
Texas.
Yeah, people died. But like several years ago, I remember I went out for I was getting ready to go out hunting, and it was so hot. Like I had looked at my friends, like because I don't bow hunt. Bow hunters can go out earlier than if you hunt with a rifle, and people were literally out in their swimsuits taking pictures in the beginning of like early to mid-November.
Yeah.
And then Christmas came along, and it was like 80-something degrees outside.
Yeah.
So it just depends on what the year's like.
Right.
It's going to be a cold year this
This
year.
is supposed to be a bad one.
We used to get like fake snow in a can, and spray it on the windows so that it looked like frost on the
we
windows.
do that too.
Pain in the bum to get off after Christmas. We only did it for a couple of years before my mum vetoed that idea. Families might throw cotton wool at the tree to simulate snow, or there might be fake snow at a big Christmas event or something like that. So yes, snow is still incorporated into the Christmas decor, even though it's hot at Christmas time. I don't know if this is a thing in the whole country, but certainly in South Australia, we actually go to a Christmas tree farm to chop down a tree. And again, I'm sure that that's not a standard. I'm sure that that is just one option of Christmas trees that you have living in Australia. So some people might have a fake tree from the shop. Some people might go to...
I've never chopped down a tree like this year and last year. We went and got a live tree.
But they're already pre-done.
Yeah, they're already pre-cut.
Yeah. And then you can get them touched up.
But there are a lot of people that go to those tree farms and cut their own trees down. They make it's like an event for the kids to get to go enjoy.
And it's
and that's something I'd like to start doing once Presley gets older and everything.
I don't know if we have that.
There's a tree farm within an hour.
You're gonna go cut down like a.
Well, I'm not getting a big tree.
A walnut tree. They're like, yeah, this tree, and it's like the size of the building, and you're like, yeah, no.
I'm gonna get that one.
A hardware store or a garden nursery shop and buy a tree that's already been chopped down. But in my family, we would drive up into the hills, go to a Christmas tree farm where they specifically grow a certain type of tree all year.
I'd say the majority get fake trees.
You pay them some money.
Oh yeah, it saves you a lot of money. It's good for, it's better for the environment.
Drag it home.
A lot of reasons.
So when you get home, this is very important. My husband was horrified the first time he saw us do this. Because you have literally taken a tree from a foresty or a bush type area. When you get it home, you got to spray that thing down so that all of the spiders die. I'm sorry to people who like spiders.
Ew.
But if you don't do that, then when you put the presents underneath
everybody in Australia.
I've heard stories. So like we got friends that live in Colorado, and they told us, because they have those kind of places there.
Right.
And it's like very stereotypical, trudging through the snow to get to your, up in the mountains.
Horse open sleigh.
Trudging isn't necessarily like a Christmas word. Trudging just means to be like walking through like heavy whatever.
Yes.
So you're trudging through the snow, and you get into the mountainous areas and you hack down your tree. But I've seen like a picture where somebody took it because it was all Granddaddy Longlegs, but
those aren't.
Yeah,
I'm fine with those.
But have you ever seen a nest of Granddaddy Longlegs?
Yeah,
they're huge.
But have you ever cracked open eggs of spiders and stuff?
Oh, with the babies coming? I've seen videos.
Thousands.
Yeah, no, let's not talk about this right now. All I'm saying is somebody grabbed the tree. Had it not been Granddaddy Longlegs, it would have sucked even worse. But grabbed a whole entire, and the whole thing just, it was horrible.
Probably going to get spiders in your Christmas presents.
I don't like spiders.
And that's not really fun when you're 6. Never happened to us because you sprayed the tree down. Essentially, you spray it down outside before you take it into the house, leave it 10 minutes, give it a good shake, and you see all the fall off. It's a bit barbaric, isn't it?
Hey,
for number 4, I want to talk about the events that will lead up to Christmas. The most common Christmas event in the lead up to Christmas in Australia is Carols by Candlelight. So what this is an outdoor concert, and every state or every major city will have a big Carols by Candlelight, often televised, but then every community will have their own community Carols by Candlelight, often put on by churches, or they'll be put on by the city council. This will consist of a show basically with performers or singers singing Christmas carols. They'll have little skits or whatever with Santa arriving and donating presents. And families will attend with a picnic set up. And the idea is that everyone lights a candle while they're singing Christmas carols. You get a candle, light that baby up.
Light it up, baby.
I was waiting for her to say, light that bitch up.
And there will be many, many opportunities to join in this tradition.
This is a video about a Christian holiday.
Not everybody that
well,
enjoys
technically Christmas is a
oh yeah,
Christian
I mean it's literally spelled Christ Mass.
Right.
But no, like, what do you do? So I don't know if they do this like right before like Christmas Eve, like if this is Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve. But do you do anything like? Do you have any traditions that you're used to before like Christmas Eve? Like the
Our
day before
only
Christmas?
traditions that we've always done is put the Christmas tree up and decorate it on right after we eat Thanksgiving food and like before we take our naps after
hell with that. I'm glad I'm not part of that family.
Yeah, so put the Christmas tree up, not necessarily decorations,
Right.
but put the tree up because that's usually the time when all of the family's together, you know.
Right.
So put the tree up, and then the only other tradition we really have, which could be normal for some families, could not be normal, I don't know. Christmas Eve, we always open one gift, and we always expected it to be a different gift, and it was always the same exact thing every year, and it's a matching set of pajamas for the entire family. And
we did that when we got older.
So like when we wake up in the morning as kids, we match each other, and it's so cute for pictures. And but yeah, so there's always a gift to be open on Christmas Eve, and like every year we would be under the impression like this year it's going to be something cool.
This will be dope.
And it's it's reindeer pajama or SpongeBob pajamas.
Since we had kids, so usually in our house we would wait till the next day to do the Christmas tree. It wouldn't be the same day as Thanksgiving. And then usually it was the women that always did the stuff, the Christmas tree, because I hated doing that.
Yeah, no, I hate
like
doing
we'd
it.
put up the tree and stuff.
My sister do it.
Yeah,
I didn't put. I mean, I put the tree up,
but then
I went and bought the tree and carried it here.
Of course, we would decorate just what we can see. For some reason, all the women want to put the other side, but yet our tree is like up
in
on
the corner,
you know?
Yeah, and they've got like 100 ornaments on the back side of the tree that nobody will ever see.
Only the spiders are going to see it on the back side.
Right.
But like lately, we've like the day before Christmas, we'll go and visit like all the big Christmas light places. We'll take the boys and do that.
But that's not like a tradition.
We've tried to we've basically have made it. We do it every year at the same time. And then growing up, we read on Christmas Eve when we were young, we read the Christmas story. We used to have this huge Bible that probably cost hundreds of hundreds of dollars that we put in front of the tree, and we read the Christmas story of Jesus of Nazareth.
So that's another thing. Right before we go to bed on Christmas Eve, usually the oldest, now it's me, even though my brother's older.
It doesn't change.
Like my brother's not going to read.
Back in the day,
it
was my sister, but now I'm the oldest.
Right?
Did she die?
But like my brother, when I was younger, would read it. Now I read it. The Polar Express.
Oh yeah.
Read the Polar Express before bedtime.
That's a good story. But we try to keep the Christian in church in Christmas.
I do my Bible studies at night.
Then that was pretty much And then when we got older, we kind of faded away from reading the story because we all understood what Christmas was all about.
Right.
And then we started doing the one present. Before Christmas Day.
We're gonna proceed.
Yeah. This is going to be a long video.
Throughout the country, whether it's a small community version or whether it's
You're here to watch
large
us
statewide televised version. So number 5, I wanted to touch on the tradition that is Christmas as a whole. Up until this point, I've been talking about things or events that every Australian family will have the option of participating in, whether that's community events or decorations in the shops or things like that. When you think about a typical Australian family, it's important to note that Australia is a very multicultural nation. And the more time that goes on, of course, the more people that immigrate to Australia and they bring their wonderful cultures from different countries. So given that Christmas is traditionally a Christian celebration, not every Australian family will choose to celebrate Christmas, even though it is obviously also a bit of a hallmark holiday now.
Why is
and you
every
don't need to
Australian
be
girl hot?
religious, or you don't need to be Christian
I don't
or
mean that
Catholic
like
to participate in
A
the
demeaning way.
beautiful. Yeah, no, like insanely beautiful, like on another level.
I mean,
Like the eyebrows are on point. She's got a perfect smile. Her teeth are perfect.
I feel like you say that about every woman.
From Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not all like hot. Just like not all American women are hot.
That's really obvious. We are way more obvious.
celebration. There are families who don't celebrate Christmas at all. They will have their own religious holidays to celebrate around about the same time, or they just choose not to because it doesn't coincide with what they believe. But then this will also affect when somebody might celebrate Christmas and how they might celebrate Christmas within their family. So please know that as I continue through this is coming from the point of view of someone who has a heritage that comes from Europe and the UK. My mum's from Scotland, my dad's family were all from Germany. So what might be my typical Australian Christmas might look a little bit different to somebody else's Australian Christmas. So keep that in mind as we move forward. Okay, so this also leads me into when Christmas will be celebrated.
Like, so don't talk
now,
trash.
I was very lucky
Yeah.
growing up because, as I mentioned, I had those two cultures within my childhood. So the European or the German side of things, we would celebrate on Christmas Eve with my grandparents. But my mum's side, being Scottish from the UK, we would celebrate on Christmas morning. So as a kid, I got 2 Christmases, which I think is quite common for a lot of kids in Australia, given the mishmash of different cultures, which is really fun. Now, I do believe that majority of Australian families that do celebrate Christmas probably do the Christmas morning thing, purely based on the British tradition. Remember that Australia was settled by the British, so that's where a lot of our tradition will come from, a lot of the time. So that means that Christmas Day will be the main day to celebrate rather than Christmas Eve. And it also means that the main time of day that the celebration will take place will be a Christmas lunch with the extended family.
Yep.
Everyone's favorite thing. So that brings me to number 6. Often
That was the weirdest way to show the number 6.
What'd she do? Like,
So that brings me to number 6. Often
so we typically don't do extended family for Christmas. Like, that's Thanksgiving.
Well, for us, it was usually Christmas Eve.
See, we never. But to be fair, so
Like in Mississippi, we'd have a family get together, a family Christmas dinner on usually Christmas Eve, usually Christmas Eve, and then Christmas.
We
is
never
the next
did
day.
it. Like, so we would do Christmas with my mom's parents, my grandparents on my mom's side, up in Kentucky. Like, I would say 99% of the time until my grandmother passed. Then we kind of slowly stopped doing that. But beyond that, and to be perfectly honest, my mom is born in the 50s. She's a one of one, which is extremely rare at that generation. They used to be, my dad, I think, is one of like 7 or 8. So had we done it with his family, it would have been miserable because it would have been like 40 people. So really, it was just me, my sister, my mom, my dad, and then my grandparents.
Right.
So as far as at that level, it really wasn't like the extended family. They were really part of the what do they call it? The opposite of extended, the core family.
Right. Your immediate family.
Your immediate family. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. With us, it was extended family, but like cousins and aunts.
Yeah, we never did any of that.
We'd do that Christmas Eve, and then that was on my dad's side, and then Christmas morning we'd wake up, do our Christmas thing, and then Christmas afternoonish, we'd go either over to my grandparents' house on my mom's side, or they would come over and we'd open gifts from them.
Yeah, it was always just the fam. And now, like, since I'm divorced, it's split between we do it here, and then we, like, this year we're going to do it over in San Antonio,
yeah.
with the parents. Which people are like, how are you taking your ex-wife to your parents' house to... I'm like, we're still really
She still
close.
raises my child.
Yeah, I'm not going to be like, I'm taking my kids on Christmas. No, I want my kids to understand that they can still have a normal life just because their parents don't live together. Whatever. Anyway.
Some people are lucky to be able to do that.
I apologize.
Activities that people will do on Christmas
Directly
Day
to you.
include going to the beach or playing cricket on the beach, for example. Really big
That's so
activities
crazy.
to do on
Yeah.
Christmas Day.
I love it.
And again, it all comes down to the summertime Christmas. So the lunch might be an outdoor barbecue, it might be a barbecue or a picnic on the beach, or it might, be in someone's house, but there will most often be some type of outdoor activity, even if it's just, I remember a lot of years we would just set the table up outside and eat outside. That brings me to number
Means football
7,
would be a summer
which is
sport.
the food that is served at Christmas time. Now, again, with the British influence, a lot of families will do the traditional roast, whether it's a turkey or a chicken, roast veggies, etc. But a big thing that a lot of Australian families will partake in is the seafood thing. Apparently, a few days before
We need to
Christmas,
adopt that.
Australians will purchase 10 times more prawns than they would at any other time of the year. A prawn is a shellfish that is very much like a shrimp. We don't have shrimp in Australia generally. We have prawns. They're delicious.
See, they're different.
They're the same.
They're different. I've tried to tell you that.
If size, you said size is the difference.
No, actually, and now I'm second guessing what I was told, because Australia's surrounded by, well, every country's surrounded by water, but I was always
Well,
told
you could be not country, but
that,
continent.
that prawns were prawns.
Prawns. No, say prawns. You said prawn.
Were freshwater, and shrimp were saltwater.
That doesn't sound right.
Now it doesn't.
No.
Because
I think
she
it's just
said that
regional.
Australia has prawns. They don't usually have shrimp
And they've got fresh water.
and saltwater.
And lots
But
of
they only have prawns.
Nah, it's...
Please let me know in the... I will Google it after.
I call BS. Whatever you say, it's BS. It's just, they're the same. They're just regionally differently said. That's my opinion.
I'm going to watch
not
a video
facts,
about it later.
Because I believe that over in Europe, all they call them are prawns, no matter
Maybe
whether,
they only have prawns.
even
You don't know what... they could be different.
they have freshwater and saltwater too.
But prawns could be a completely different species than shrimp.
So you're saying they don't eat shrimp, even if they have shrimp.
The prawns might eat shrimp. I don't know.
So you're saying we don't have prawns
We might not.
because our shrimp eat the prawns? That logic doesn't work. That means nobody would have shrimp because the prawns keep on eating the damn shrimp.
We're going to do a reaction video to shrimp versus prawns next.
Can barbecue them,
You
but
gotta find
often
it.
they will be served in the form of a prawn cocktail, which is cold. Other things that families might choose to eat on Christmas Day,
Shrimp
anything
cocktail.
you can barbecue. So for an Australian, that would look like
Shrimp
snacks
on
or
the
sausages, rissoles, or meat
Got 'em.
patties, different types of salads and things like that. And very summery dessert is pavlova or trifle. Delicious. And of course, summertime drinks. Beer is a big thing on Christmas, or any type of summer drink that you might
Like
like
vodka.
to drink. Number 8, let's talk about
They're going to...
Oh.
Everybody hates when we pause videos.
But this isn't a let's all watch this together video.
Right.
This is a reaction, and we are allowed to
Yeah.
conduct our channel however we choose to conduct our channel. So, did y'all do big meals for Christmas?
Yeah.
We never really...
I am eating leftovers from Thanksgiving, and I still have leftovers, and this is just what I got.
Well, I'm not talking about Thanksgiving. I'm talking about Christmas.
It's the same on Christmas. It's usually the same exact meal on Christmas, aside from Thanksgiving is turkey and Christmas is ham.
We've done ham for both because nobody in my family likes turkey. Like, it's a...
Oh, I'm not a big turkey fan either. But
Everybody I talk to says they're not big turkey fans. Somebody's lying because
everybody
we
buys turkey.
We have so many turkeys that.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'll buy some deli turkey and throw that on
No,
some
no. See,
bread,
that's different. For some
but
reason,
it
that's
tastes
different.
completely different.
Because whenever you cut it fresh and you're eating just like big chunks of turkey, that's where it sucks. But when you have a deli sliced fresh turkey, that's when it.
Yeah.
But no, like we do ham, mashed potato. We do like when we do Thanksgiving, we do this huge, probably like ridiculously overpriced spiral cut, pre-cooked,
Right.
the whole nine.
Like I've got in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it's usually for like 6 of us or 4 to 6 of us. And for some reason, we decide to get like
Something that's going to last a month.
something that lasts us the year. And we're literally freezing this stuff. And we're like, just take it with you, please.
Yeah.
But during Christmas, it's usually like literally enough for like the family to eat that one meal. And then we move on.
Yeah. No, ours
Or
is
we'll do,
leftovers for a week.
Or sometimes we'll do something my dad does. Like we'll do Mexican food.
Everything I can think about just off of the top of my head for Christmas. Chicken and dumplings, spiral ham,
Chicken.
dressing, not stuffing, dressing.
What's the difference?
We'll watch a video on that too. There's a big difference.
I think it's just
Fried okra,
regionally.
uh,
So you don't.
sweet potato
So
casserole.
dressing doesn't get stuffed inside the.
No,
the
that's
butthole of
that's
the-
stuffing. So no.
Delicious.
But we don't eat turkey on Christmas anyway. So
that's fair.
fried okra, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole.
See, we don't do any of that crap.
I mean,
It'd be wasted.
and that's like giblet gravy, which there's no giblets in it. I don't
My
even
giblets are
know what
in
a
it.
giblet is.
It's your balls, bro.
Yeah, there's no balls in our gravy. It's
think.
just gravy. Mashed potatoes.
Hey Google, what are giblets?
According to Food Network, giblets generally include the liver and can include the gizzard, neck, kidneys, and heart.
Yeah, see,
Oh.
I'm a fan of all that, but that's not in my gravy.
I love giblets. Then
So,
you made them delicious last time.
but yeah, we have a spread.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
leftovers for a week, like for the entire family.
Yeah, we don't. We're usually over it by Thanksgiving. And
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I love
Out,
leftovers.
the big man himself, Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
is a big part
Claus.
of Christmas in Australia. He is also known as
Saint
Father
Nick.
Christmas. He
Father
will be in
Christmas.
shopping centres so that you can go and sit on his lap, although I don't know if they do that anymore. I've always thought that's a bit weird. But you can go and get your photo taken with Santa. Tell him what you want for Christmas.
We do that with our
and
kids every year.
as with
Fast
most
profile.
other countries, all of the
Yeah.
story around Santa
Free.
is the same.
With
You
the
might
picture.
ask, how do you expect Santa to get there with no snow? That's easy. Christmas magic.
That's what I was about to say. Magic,
Typically, families will
motherfuckers.
still put out biscuits or cookies.
We're watching a
and glass
Christian
of milk
video.
For Santa. Some families might put out beer
My
for
God,
Santa
that's because-
if that's what mum and dad like to drink. But most of the time, it's non-alcoholic because Santa has to drive his sleigh. Oh, and there'll be carrots for the reindeer too. I did read some people talk about Santa changing out the reindeer for kangaroos. That's not a thing.
That's
I've never heard
awesome.
of that.
Yeah.
We do give gifts or presents in Australia at Christmas time. If you have a small family, then everyone will get a gift or two. Or for the large extended families, often you'll do a secret Santa. And you'll do this in the workplace too if you have a end of year
Yeah, so we do
Christmas
things like that
party
with
or
our
something.
big
You might do a
family
secret
get-togethers
Santa. If you
or
don't
for
know
work.
what that is, it's a game. You pull a name out of a hat,
Oh,
and whoever's
white.
name you pull, you have to buy that person a present.
Yeah.
And they don't know it's
Yeah.
from you. A lot of people might do that in their large families too, because let's face it, Christmas gets expensive.
It does.
So, number
That's
10,
what we usually
talking
do.
about saving money, is Boxing Day. I don't believe they do this in the US.
They do.
Which is where I am now.
don't know what it
I
is.
didn't get to go home for Christmas this year. That's why I'm wearing long sleeves. I got stuck, much like the rest of the world, so we'll be doing a Zoom Christmas this year. But we're still here, aren't we? So we're doing okay. Boxing Day actually is a European or a British tradition, I believe.
I've never heard of it.
Where the wealthier families in the old times would give a gift or a box of money or a box with a gift in it to their servants to say thank you for the work that you've done this year. So Boxing Day was a tradition that was brought to Australia by the British. Now, Boxing Day, it's on the 26th of December, so it's the day after Christmas Day. And now for Australians, it's just another public holiday. It's kind of like a day of rest after the madness that is Christmas Day. But there are a few traditional things that will happen on Boxing Day every year, the day after Christmas. The first, speaking of saving money, is Boxing Day sales. So it is a public holiday, meaning that most businesses will be closed.
That was what I was about to pause for. Do you guys get Boxing Day off? Because that's trash.
Well, they're usually out of school still.
But that has nothing to do with the parents that have to go to work.
Right.
I'm talking about an adult at this point. So, like with us, we're lucky this year because Friday is Christmas Eve, Saturday is Christmas, Sunday is the day after. We don't.
And my days off are Monday, so I got
most people don't work on Sundays. So, or at least a lot of businesses are closed on Sundays. But with us, if Christmas Eve was on a Wednesday, we might get to leave work around 3 to 5 p.m.
Now, this is car sales business type.
Yeah, this is
like my dad has never had to fight for a week off.
Right. Sit in the sales industry, I guess, or retail in general.
Yeah. Retail's pretty bad about it too because they're pushing sales. Before
Christmas.
So getting off early is,
but like it doesn't make any sense like in the car business and stuff like that because nobody's coming in on Christmas Eve.
No.
But we usually close around 3 to 5 Christmas Eve. Then we've got Christmas off. And if post-day Christmas is on a Friday, you're going to be back at work on Friday and Saturday. So,
and you got to basically pay the company to even try to get a day off after.
Right.
So taking vacation the day after, vacation doesn't truly exist in the car business. You got to beg for it.
Yeah.
But major retailers or major shopping malls will be open for the beginning of one of the biggest sales of the year. So they'll have Boxing Day sales, and that's where all of the stores or the shops can offload their Christmas
surplus
stock. Another thing that families might like to do on Boxing Day, you might go to the beach again with the family, or you might, do a picnic in a park or something like that. Or a big thing in Australian families is it revolves around sports. There's a couple of major events that every year will happen on December 26th. The first is the Boxing Day Test cricket match. So if you're a big cricket family, then you might just stay home and watch the cricket all day. I'm not a cricket person. I never did that. But another sporting event that happens is the Sydney to Hobart Yacht Race, which is very exciting to watch on the telly. Lots of boats. So, a few things that families might do on Boxing Day.
Not into that either.
But it is important to note that it's just another public holiday. That is what we do for Christmas in Australia. Next year, if I get to go, maybe I'll whip out the camera and actually film some of these things for you and put together one of those videos. This year, it didn't happen. Thank you so much for watching this video.
She seems so disappointed.
This is my last video for the year.
She's so passive
Last one
aggressive.
of 2020.
Guys, go subscribe to this channel. It's Candace Moll. Go subscribe to her if you guys enjoyed her video. I thought it was very good. She detailed everything pretty well. Sorry if we pause it too much for you.
Yeah, this is going to be a long video. Our bad. Not really. Don't care. But at the same time,
She didn't get a single dislike on this video.
she doesn't. I don't know if it will actually register.
I'm gonna dislike it, but I'm gonna undislike it.
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't show it anymore.
Smash the like button.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it doesn't show dislike numbers anymore.
Yeah, they're supposed to get rid of it altogether.
Yeah.
So, or maybe that's what they're doing. They're going to make it where you can't see it, and then only the people that can see it are the creators.
Right.
But guys, again, yes, I apologize. We did pause out a lot. We talked about our own experiences. Obviously, you want to see what our reaction to that. It just seems awesome.
Yeah.
It's just a different way of
But
doing
at the same time,
thing.
that's how we do our reactions. I mean, we typically try and compare it to our own traditions or our own cultures. That way, not only are we learning about yours, but you're getting a feel of ours as well.
Yeah. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see our future videos, hit the join button or hit the bell notification and the subscribe button. And if you want to see our future words,
guys, if you liked this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to see our future videos, click the subscribe button and the bell notification icon. And if you guys would like a quick YouTube short shout out, click the join button.
And with that being said,
my name is Miles.
My name is Fez.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace
Out, mates.